And Mother Makes 3 Christmas Special. And Mother Makes 3 was a British sitcom from 1971 to 1973. It never aired in America, making it somewhat obscure and not among other British comedy greats like The Office or The Inbetweeners. From 1969 to 1973, a yearly Christmas program, the All-Star Comedy Festival, would air short Christmas episodes of popular British comedies at the time, specially made for the program. Out of the 5 shows produced, only 2 are found in their entirety. In 1971, midway through the second series of And Mother Makes 3, there was a 7-minute And Mother Makes 3 Christmas special ordered for the program, which featured an all-original Christmas short of And Mother Makes 3 is Lost. It's very doubtful that the show would be archived on an old VHS tape, as the UK didn't even have many home movie options for recording at the time. The original tapes that were used to film were speculated to be wiped, though this isn't confirmed. I highly doubt this special will ever be found. You never really know. I mean, it's very possible, but the fans of And Mother Make 3, like myself, are only left to imagine what it would have been like to have a Christmas special. Next, I want to talk about some Drake and Josh Lost Media, which a lot of the times when people think about Drake and Josh Lost Media, they talk about the unaired pilot or lost promos. But I want to talk about a Drake and Josh Lost Media topic that is very, very rarely talked about. And since Drake and Josh is trending again due to the Quiet on Set documentary and a few other things, I thought this would be a perfect time to sink my teeth into this topic again, because I don't see anybody talking about it, and it surprises me. I've talked about this a lot in the past, and it's gotten very little attention, so I think this is a good time to bring it back up again. For those unaware, Drake and Josh is a Nickelodeon kids show from 2004. It has a pretty big fan base, it's close to a lot of people's hearts, and it's one of those shows that seems to be getting bigger and bigger all the time. It's from the season 2 episode The Gary Grill, which is in itself, I don't consider lost media, but I can see a lot of people considering The Gary Grill lost media, as it's not on any streaming services, it's not on any physical media, no nothing. It's an end credit scene, and some of the Drake and Josh episodes had multiple end credit scenes, alternate scenes. This is one of them. Now, I'm going off memory here, but I talked to at least 2 other people, and they also remember seeing this, so it's not just me thinking up something. Drake and Josh are stuck in jail in the episode, and after the credits, they all leave, but Josh gets his head stuck in the jail bars. He asks for a little assistance, and Gary Coleman comes up and says something along the lines of, "This is gonna hurt you way more than it's gonna hurt me," and proceeds to pull Josh's head out of the jail bars. But of course, since it's Josh and he has bad luck, it doesn't work, and he leaves and just gives up and leaves Josh hanging there. Come on, you gotta leave Josh hanging, seriously? So if you remember this, please tell me, because I remember this being very, very funny, and if you try to watch The Gary Grill now, you'll get one of 2 things. You'll either get no end credits at all, which I assume those are the prints that had those end credits scene in it, and for whatever reason is cut out, or you'll get this. Which was also the same bit of footage that was the end credits to a season 3 episode called The Theater Thug, which is a whole other rabbit hole. What is going on? Please, if you remember this bit, please let me know. I really, really want this to be found, because I remember it being so funny, and it's just a piece of Drake and Josh Lost Media that is not talked about a lot, and I think it deserves a lot of love. The Office is easily one of the most popular and most translated comedies in history. If you're like me, living in the States, you're definitely familiar with the American adaptation. However, the UK original was a tough sell. Not 1, but 2 pilots were made for the show before the 3rd and final official pilot was released as episode 1. The second pilot, filmed in the year 2000, is currently lost media. Although clips of the pilot have surfaced in a documentary made, I think it was on an old DVD release, the entirety of the pilot is not available. There is a couple of reasons for this, one being the original idea of a narration was something they were going to do.
This is Wernham Hogg, the biggest supplier of paper, card and wood pulp products in the entire Thames Valley area.
However, they scrapped this in favor of the famous Talking Heads, which I think is much better. And it was apparently too traditional in its plot in some parts, causing it to be scrapped for the brilliant word-for-word memorized pilot that we all know and love.
I can make that dream come true too, aka for you. The point is, you talk the talk, you do not walk the walk vis-a-vis